Yo, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to make the most amount of money this week, which is from May 28th to June 4th. Okay, so let's get started. This week, you can make money using Martin's dispatch missions, which are double money. And there's two ways to make the most amount of money from those two. If you have a oppressor or a deluxe or anything that shoots rockets, I would recommend doing dispatch missions 3, 5, and 6 because they have the targets outside on the road, so all you have to do is go there and explode them. But if you don't have a rocket car or oppressor Mark II, I would recommend doing dispatch missions 1, 2, and 4 because that person you're supposed to kill is inside a building, and it's like more like a gun type scenario where like cars don't really go in. They're more easier to do with on foot than on cars. In this video, I'm also going to be showing you guys how to do the guides of all those missions. 3, 5, and 6, also 1, 2, and 4 on both ways. For the 3, 5, and 6, I'm going to use a Deluxo, and the other ones I'm going to use a normal supercar. Alright, those are going to be the guides in the background while I'm going to tell you guys the pros and the cons and some tips to help you do these missions better. Let's get started with the pros now. So the pros of doing these missions is you can make $25,000 to $30,000, which is basically like doing Sightseer, Headhunter, and the Cherry Bike missions. It's basically like those, which is one of the best ways to make money in GTA Online without any double money things. But another pro is that there's no cooldown time on this, which is on those things. So it's better to do these this week. And the next pro is that you don't need to own any kind of business to start this mission. So you can just go to Luster's points on the map, or you can just go through your settings like I always do. And these missions are also faster to do than those because they take like about 5 to 8 minutes to do. Alright, so now let's move on to the tips. I would recommend putting this mission in hard because it doesn't really make that big of a difference in the actual mission, but it makes a lot bigger difference with how much you get paid. You get paid a lot more when the mission's on hard. I would also recommend doing this with like a friend, just 1 or 2 friends, because don't go to 4 people, because then like in some missions like you have to destroy 4 different targets, where if you have 2 people, it's like you get more time, less people to kill, and you still get paid the same. So I would recommend just doing it with 2 to 3 people, no more than that. Another tip I would recommend is like if you don't have a deluxe or oppressor, find a friend or somebody that does, and then play with them and just do 3, 5, and 6. Just rotate those out, because that way you just have to focus on losing the cops, which is, the secret location in GTA. Everybody just go there and hide while your friend goes and kills them, or like whoever you're playing with. And then it's a lot faster to rotate than 1, 2, and 4, because then you have to go there, get out of your car, and like kill them, and then come back out, then try to leave the area, then lose the cops and car. It's way harder than doing it with an oppressor or a Deluxo. So I would recommend doing that. Alright. Okay, so now let's move on to the math part of this. I was personally able to make $90,000 in just 3 missions. Because the first one I got paid $35,000. The next one I got paid $30,000, and after that I got paid $25,000, which equals $90,000. And it only took me 15 minutes to do that. So that was I think some people are slower and they have less experience, so they're gonna take some more time. So let's just say it takes 5 minutes to do a mission, and you need to do 4 to make $100,000. According to that math, it will take you 20 minutes to make $100,000, but I'm going to round that up to 30 minutes. Okay, so if it takes you 30 minutes to make $100,000, that means in 1 hour, you can easily make $200,000. I think you can personally just make $300,000, but for the math, I'm going to take it as slow as possible, so the math is more accurate. So if it makes you $200,000 in 1 hour, it should take about 5 hours to make $1 million. Which means even if you play Fortnite for like an hour a day, you can still make $1 million in 5 days by just playing these Martin missions. And if you play for like more than 5 hours a day, then I would just recommend just like grinding these every day, and you can probably make like $1 million per day, and it's like, 6 days left, you can make $6 million this week, which is probably going to be your record. That will be my record if I do that. Okay, so now the rest of this video is going to be guides on how to do all those missions. I would just recommend watching it through. I'm going to put some music in the background. Just watch how to do them, and hopefully you can try it the same way, because this is the fastest way to do all those missions. That's why I put the video, so you know how to do them all the way to be more time efficient. And comment down below how much money you made in one day. And also, comment if you have anything else you want to see in the future, like any other businesses, any kind of idea in the future that you want me to go over. And don't forget to like this video if you found this video helpful, and subscribe to my channel for my future videos. Alright, have a good day, and thanks for watching.